Alright, this is Southeast Texas Gardener here. Just doing a quick update on the garden at Sam Rayburn Lake. There's some nice wild bluebonnets coming up here. Look pretty. This is my homemade irrigation system that I got. Got a little valve connected to my timer, and I drilled 1/16 inch holes, and I think it does better than a soaker hose. Onions are doing great. You can see I got corn here, but it's kind of hard to see with all the weeds. Beautiful day up here at the lake. Everything is coming alive. Pruned up my my wild lantana that I transplanted from the Nature's River, growing wild on the banks. Clip them back, they're gonna go crazy. Fig trees putting out lots of foliage. These things are crazy with figs. You can see the prune job I did made them more of a lollipop shape, I guess you want to call it. Looking good. Go check out my little nectarine trees and my peach. So far so good with the deer guard, or whatever you want to call it. All the blooms have dropped. You see a little baby nectarine. Yeah, I see her. Bunch of nectarines, actually. My favorite of these little baby peaches.
About the size of a golf ball.
No, it's smaller than a golf ball. These little fuzzy peaches. This morning, when I was coming back from Sandy Creek, I ran across 4 does. One of them ran across the road. The other 3 stayed on the opposite side. So, if I'm seeing does on the road, then they're gonna come eventually scope this place out. This is another one of my favorites. Blueberries. Not quite blue yet, as you can tell. But this sucker's loaded. Love them blueberries. They grow excellent up here. Nice little cluster. Several clusters. Bunch more over here. But these are rather small. But this thing's loaded. This grapevine, 2 weeks ago when I was here, this was nothing but twigs. It just blew up in the past couple of watches. Same way with these blackberries. Look at all those blooms. Every one of them is going to be a giant blackberry. This is a pup from the mama plant that shot up. I'm probably going to transplant it. Last fall, I dug up 3 of them. And in the same hole I dug them up, you can see it. All of these came right back up in the same spot. So judging from this plant, I'm going to be up to my ears in blackberries. I'm thinking I'm going to start digging them up, potting them up, and selling them at the farmers markets. Because I'm going to run out of fence eventually. All these blackberries coming up. Beautiful blooms. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. The Arapaho thornless are starting to leaf out. Like I said before, they don't really do much as far as berries. Here's another grape. I don't remember what type of grape this is. I have it somewhere, but I don't know. If you remember last time, well, I don't know if I made a video on it, but I planted some muscadine grapes, and those are starting to leaf out really well. Those vines get about 20 foot long, so I can't wait. And those are good southern grape. I think that variety is called Carlos. My rose is doing well. Go check out my pear tree. So here's another shot of those blackberries that are just sprouting up from the mama plant. Here's another one way over here that I almost weeded it down, but I'm gonna pot it up. Pear tree, looking really well. I don't even remember the variety. Look, I see a little baby one right there. Yes, indeed. Yeah? Yeah, I just dug it up. It's a weed. It was in the blackberry. This is azalea bush. It was here when I bought the place. Man, I wish it did this year round, but unfortunately it doesn't. You can see that sucker from a mile away. Plum tree, Santa Rosa plum. This thing was loaded with blooms. I'm having a difficult time. Oh, look, there they are. There's a couple of them anyway. Little baby plums. This thing was loaded with bees, man. I don't know. Pollinators are out. Apple tree time. See the beautiful apple blooms. I hope this sucker puts out. I want to be, well, first person I know to grow apples. First person that I know personally to grow apples in Texas. I know there's some of the other guys on YouTube lives north of me. Texas Prepper. He grows apples and among other things. Look at this guy. All right. To quote Texas Prepper, we gone.